day, everybody, and we back swinging. We're still swinging, and I'm your host, Thomas. And today, family, we got my girl Kendra G right back up. You know what I mean? As always, family, you know I ain't seen much of this. Maybe 15, 20 seconds of it. Look, she on the same planet with us. She looking for herself a man. Let's see if we can help her out, fellas.
Okay, hey, boo.
Hey.
What's your name? Is it Ash?
It's not Ash, but I go by Ash. And my name is not Ashley either.
Do you want me to call you Ash?
Yes.
Okay. Ash, where you calling me from?
I'm from New York, but I reside in Delaware.
Delaware. How old are you?
26.
26. What you do for a living, mama?
I'm in banking.
Okay. Do you have any kids?
I have one son.
How old's your son?
He's 6.
6. You ever been married?
No. I've been engaged.
Engaged. And what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Scorpio. We got Ash, Delaware, 26, Scorpio, in Bacon, mom to a 6-year-old, never married. What kind of man you looking for?
First thoughts. Nice looking lady. Not a bad looking lady. 26. Single mom. She a little young for me. She seemed a little too bubbly. Just a little, you know, I could be wrong. You know what I mean? She not really my type, you know what but let's just listen, fellas. Let's listen.
Girl.
I'm looking for a provider, honestly. I provide for myself, and I feel like if I'm going to be with a man, I just want that weight off of me. I'm also looking for someone who could be my friend, someone who can make me laugh.
Strike that. No.
Just a man, like just someone who could take over and take the masculinity out of me. I can be feminine, but I feel like I give off masculine because I am by myself.
Okay. You started off with a provider. So what's your definition of a provider?
Someone who's going to pay my bills.
Point blank, period.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to.
Okay, that's what this about, fellas. That's what this about. Single mom of one, bank teller, she's struggling. Come and save me. Come and save me. That's what this is. Right here. See, now you know why she's probably somebody baby mama. How long you gonna deal with this? She don't know nothing about men. All right, she been trained all wrong. I told you these women don't know nothing about men. You can never come off on a man like that, baby girl, and think he could ever take you serious from that point on. Okay, he need to come and pay all your bills. Okay, the minute a man believes this is about money, he can't believe in it. That's why I don't get why y'all keep harping so much on money and then get upset that men won't take y'all serious. The minute he believes this is about money, he cannot take this serious. What are you missing? What are you missing? That you think you could come up here and come off on a man like that? He need to come and pay your bills. Really? Wow. What can you give him? I'm listening. What you got? Let's see what you got for the man that need to come and be able to pay all your bills.
Listen, we're going to have this conversation because I know this might be said. You're a mom to a 6-year-old. Does the father help out? Are you getting child support? Is he doing that opposed to a new man to come along to take care of you and your child?
He's not on child support. He helps when he can, and he's not consistent, which is why which is why we're not together. Sorry, I don't know if y'all heard that last part.
Yes. So no, say it again.
So he helps when he can, but he's not consistent. So that's why we're not together. Meaning the co-parenting is not there. So if I get a man, I want.
See, so she thinks she should be able to just give the responsibility of them to somebody else. What's wrong with that? Women told her ain't nothing wrong with that. That's what she need to do. Just give the responsibility of it to somebody else. Guess what? You keep dreaming. You keep dreaming. That's going to be a hard sell. That's going to be a hard sell with an attitude as thirsty as yours. Okay? Listen, I don't know how much respect you think men have for women who walk up and down the stroll. You know what they doing out there. That's what you doing right here. In the internet is your stroll. You're just strolling up and down men's timeline right now. And I don't know how much respect you think men got for those kind of women. And I don't care how much y'all keep screaming. SLUT walks and all of that. Listen, men ain't gonna never respect that. We not wired to respect that. All right? We wired to respect virtuousness.
My man to take on my son and be one with me and have that consistency, because the dad is not in with that. Like, you
girl, you need to get a clue. That ain't no man problem. It's yours.
It's not like we don't talk or we can't, but he's just not that, it's not what I want for my son.
So what would you say to the man that would say you have a higher expectation for the next guy opposed to the one that you have for the man you had a baby with?
I'm not with him.
But you had a baby by him, and you want a new man to take care of you and your child. So men will say this, and I know it's going to be said. That's why I want you.
Bro, the sad part is she don't think she's saying nothing wrong. She really don't know better. The women that raised her, fellas. The women that raised this 26-year-old girl. It's the women who in competition with her for these men. These women who couldn't get it right, still coming on Kendra G trying to live their best life, still can't grow up. They the women that raised her, the women that didn't have no time for her. Cause when her mama was her age, she was trying to live her best life. When she was 36, she was trying to live her best life. Now at 46, she's still trying to live her best life, and she competing for the same men that her daughter competing for. When she should have been had her man in the hell out of the game. She's stuck, and she still can't get practical, so she can't grow. She's stuck in that box. It ain't no hope for her, and she feeling the hopelessness, and she come on here in her feelings. And these young ladies, they're teachers. That's why they think they can bring this. She don't know no better, fellas. She really don't.
To respond to it. You want a new man to come along to take care of another man's child and you.
I don't want him to he doesn't have to take care of my child. I'm not coming in with the expectation of you to take care of my child, but we are a package deal. And the reason why I'm not with my child's dad is because we don't have that understanding.
She think that made any kind of goddamn sense. All right, she delusional. She needed to sound good. She don't need it to actually make no sense. She used to talking to women who not going to question her on this nonsense. They going to cheer her on. The problem is it's not going to work for her. Men not going to go for this. They're going to play with her. Because you can't take this serious. But you got women who still keep telling her she deserves a good man. And this is what she got to bring him. Nothing. Nothing. Because they told her he shouldn't want nothing. They lied to you, baby girl. They lied to you.
So if a man is coming into my life, we are going to have that understanding.
But just for clarity, you said you want the new man to pay your bills, right? Mm-hmm. Doesn't your child live with you?
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be taking care of your child if he's paying your bills?
Absolutely.
She don't get that what she just said didn't make no sense. All right, she didn't get that. She just needed it to sound good.
So you do want a man that's gonna take care of your child?
Absolutely.
You
But
said
it's
you
not,
didn't
it's not
want
a
that a
standard. I'm
second
not
ago.
saying, okay, so I don't want to get us misconstrued. It's not a standard. You don't need the basic necessities for my child. You don't need to take care of. Meaning, I would never ask you and say, "Hey, my son needs a haircut. My
Wait,
son
pause
needs."
real quick though, just not to cut you off. Basic necessities. Would you want a man to pay your rent or your mortgage?
If we live together, absolutely.
That's the most basic necessity for your child because they're paying.
You're going to want him to keep food in the refrigerator. You're going to want him to keep a shirt on his back. You're going to want him to keep a decent pair of shoes on his feet. Listen, she only want to call taking care of him the part she want to call taking care of. All right, she don't want to have to count none of that. She only want to count the stuff she want to have to count. All right, you're going to find this the mindset of many of them, fellas. Many of them. That they don't count that. You shouldn't count that. Yeah, men gonna count that. I don't know who you've been talking to. Understand, men, we count that because we gotta pay for that. The quicker the food gone, the quicker we gotta buy some more. The more people here, the more people eating it. The quicker it's gonna be gone. It's not coming out your pocket, so naturally it's just appearing in the refrigerator. Huh? Yeah.
For the roof that your child lives in.
To each his own, Kendra.
Okay, we can keep going. We can keep going. I just want to have a conversation.
I'm doing it myself now, and I'm
Right.
single.
Right.
And I don't come to a man and say, "Oh, pay my bills." But if you're a man and you're single, and I'm a woman and I'm single, what makes you and we're together? Why can't you pay the same bills that I'm paying? And I was doing it when I was single. Like that's how I think. Like I don't know.
No, I think that's how you think, and we're
None of that made no sense. Just sounded good and sounded like it would support what she was just saying. And you see, Kendra ain't gonna press her on it. Women don't press her on it. So she keep talking like this. And the men, it sounds like a bunch of mumbo jumbo that don't make no sense when you just said he need to be able to pay your bills and take care of your son. Because you don't feel like doing it. Yeah? You bet. Welcome to the world. Don't none of us feel like doing it.
and I want to be clear because I'm not really trying to give you a lot of pushback. I'm really just having a dialogue conversation, to be quite honest. I'm not a man. You're not looking for me. But what I've had heard men say is, you're correct. You're already paying your bills and you're taking care of yourself. So why is the expectation for him to do that for you? That's what the guy would say, counter to what you just said.
Why is it an expectation for me to be a woman and be your woman and be submissive to you and be with you? Why do I have to do that if I'm doing it on my own right now? I'm paying my own bills. I live by myself. I can sleep when I want, pee when I want, look how I want when I want in my own place. Why is it that I have to settle and pay bills?
Simple. You on the Kendra G show begging. You trying to boss up and you begging. You ain't got a man nowhere in sight. You on here begging and you trying to boss up, thinking you're going to tell some man what he need to bring so he can talk to you. You tripping. You tripping. You think he would take you serious? You think I would take this serious? Huh? Ever in your life? You think I could believe in this? What you think I would invest in this? Not much. Trust me. Not much at all.
And be a roommate with you and still have to be that feminine person. I would rather be alone. So that's why I feel like that. I want my man to provide for me the same way I'm going to provide for him.
You don't know nothing about being submissive. Look at you. Look at you. You straight bossing up. You don't have a submissive bone in your body. You don't even know what that is. You just think it's something you should say, sis. Baby girl, you got the wrong idea. You need to be retrained.
and that's that.
Okay. Okay. Fair. What ways are you going to provide for him? You want more children and stuff like that?
I don't want any more children until I'm married. So if my man wants children and we get married, then that's when we will have a kid. If we're just dating and we dating, then that's it. But we wouldn't move in with each other because I have a kid. So it's kind of like a rocky situation. Like, I'm looking for marriage when it comes to like dating and whatever. If we're going to be flings, then we're going to be flings. I'm young, but.
Okay. And just stop making me look like an elephant, you guys on TikTok.
Fellas, she a single mom, a bank teller. She's struggling. She needs somebody to come and save her. All right? She live outside of her means. She want a bunch of stuff she can't afford. And she needs somebody who can come along and pay for this stuff. All right? She just don't know. She in the wrong body to get men lined up to do that for her. All right? And she absolutely cannot come out of her mouth. She don't have no room to come out of her mouth nowhere near the way she coming out of her mouth and think men would pay this any real mind. None. She don't. She would have made out better if she would have just came up here and been nice, presenting herself, and tried to get herself a man that she could do something with that could at least help her and make it easier for her, because she could have got that. But this dude she talking to ain't gonna pay her no mind. She in the wrong body for that.
Just for clarity, then we'll move back right along. So you're looking, this is what you desire from your husband.
I mean, fellas, judge it. She look like a big girl. You know, listen, my eyes ain't failing me yet. All right, she look like she a big girl. Listen, men don't pay money for big girls, not most men.
Husband. So would you expect a man to provide in the day?
He's seen you before, trust me. He didn't come and get you because he wasn't interested. He ain't gonna start being interested because you came up here and made a fool of yourself. You need to watch this.
Make more than me, or at least as much as I make, so we can get somewhere.
Okay, what's that minimum?
Kendra, you making me put my business all on the street.
Well, okay, don't give the exact.
I make 60. So okay. We would have to make 60 or above. And I don't think that's a lot. I think that's like, so.
Let's do that, Kendra Cam.
Number one, she don't make no 60. And number two, that ain't gonna matter to a man. All right? He gonna make what he make. And he ain't gonna go try to make more so he could get you. Yeah, let's do the Kendra Cam.
Hold on.
Okay, we see you. All right, girl. Okay. It's juicy. Juicy booty. What was your last relationship, Ash?
It's not bad. You must have just got on that health kick this morning. All right? And it definitely ain't going to get you what you asking for. I'm going to tell you that right now, baby girl. You should have came on here and been nice.